Where did you?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I am uploading on YouTube, you are notified. Yes, this is another very early morning, but I'm going to bring you another makeup look. So I'm going to bring you this makeup inspired makeup look. It's more of a no makeup look, and the one person I am going to try my best to emulate the most, it is our vice presidential nominee, Kamala Harris. So if you pay attention to her makeup, she mainly is a no makeup type of person. She does wear some makeup, but it's not over the top makeup. It's more of one of those no makeup looks. So I've paid a lot of attention to what she wears, and most of the time you can barely tell she's wearing any makeup. So I'm going to try and do a no makeup look similar to Senator Kamala Harris. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this makeup look. And really, it's not a lot of products because I don't think she wears a lot of products. So you don't need to cake your face with a bunch of foundation. We're not with a bunch of concealer. We're not really going to do all of that. It is a very simple makeup look. Basically, no makeup, but you are wearing makeup. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As always, I have my handy dandy mirror with me. We're going to go ahead. We're going to prime. Now, okay, I don't know if she primes, but if she does, I would say using mattifying primer because she is always in front of the camera. It's best to have a matte primer, and I know I have dry skin, but this primer really works with my dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one of my new favorite primers. This is from Too Faced. This is their Primed and Poreless Face Primer. So I am going to start off with Too Faced today. So I decided, you know what, let me do one of these no makeup looks, because I feel that's what she does. She's wearing some makeup, but it's not a lot of it, and she's always very, very matte when she's interviewed or if she's in a Senate hearing and you see her. It's very, very professional, and I would call this the no makeup look also a very professional makeup look. I'll go with this, and this has become a favorite of mine. And we're not going to use a whole lot of products today. We're really, really, really not. We're going to keep it very neutral, very professional, and mainly make it seem as though you're really not wearing makeup, and actually you are wearing makeup. As my daughter works in the front. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get that primer soaked into the skin really, really well. There we go. There we go. We got that incorporated into the skin really, really well. We're going to go ahead and get started with primer. So I went with a primer. With foundations, I went with a light coverage foundation. I am not going with a full coverage foundation. She definitely, if she does wear foundation, it is a light coverage foundation. It is not no buildable, make your face look cakey kind of foundation that she wear. So the foundation I'm going with today, I know it's a little pricey, but I went with this foundation. It is from McGrath. I'm using the McGrath foundation today, so I'm going with that. And this foundation, it is skin-like, and this is a light to medium coverage, so you're not going to go overboard with this foundation. I feel a good dupe for this foundation is the Believe Beauty foundation that you can get at Dollar General. I recently did a review on that. That foundation is $5. because I do know this foundation is $68. And I am going to apply it with a brush. And as you can see, this is a very skin-like foundation. Right, my daughter got that music blasting, trying to give me a copyright strike. Oh, ain't that great? So I decided to try this makeup out. Here we go. And I want to bring this down because we want a uniform look. So the foundation matches my chest. I'm gonna put some of that over the eyes as well. Because the eye look I'm gonna do for you today, extremely simple. Nothing complicated or anything like that. There we go. All right, we are going to do concealer, but we're going to do very little concealer. You don't need to go overboard with your concealer at all. If she does wear concealer, it's again very blended out, and again very skin-like, very light. She's not brightening her eyes or anything of that nature. It is a very simple no makeup look that she has. So I am going to conceal. I'm going to continue with Pat McGrath. So I'm going with my Pat McGrath concealer. And if those that are new to my channel, I don't do a whole bunch of concealer. I just do one swipe. That is it. And I'm going to do something with the concealer a little different than what I usually do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my regular one swipe under my eye, another one under my eye. I'm going to do just a little right here, down the chin. But this time I'm only going to concentrate the concealer right here on my chin. So I'm not doing a reverse contour, and I'm not contouring either. I do not think that she contours. A lot of her looks does not look like there's any contour of any kind that she wears. So we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it in that manner. So again, we're not going overboard with the makeup at all. This is a very simple look. And you see where I'm concentrating it? I'm concentrating it just right here, but I'm blending it in really well. I'm not going for a highlighted look at all. We're going to just keep it built. We're going to keep it skin-like, rather. Now over the nose, again, going here. And over the eye, under the eye. And as this time, you can see I'm making sure it is blended out, not going for any brightening of any kind. Because we are not doing a reverse contour, we're not contouring either. We're going to keep the natural shape. We are going to put a little concealer over our eyes. And see how I'm keeping it blended. I am keeping it blended in. So it should look like this. You should be very well blended. No over highlighting or anything of that nature. We're keeping it simple because she keeps her makeup very simple. Next, we're going to set our face. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. I'm pretty sure she's using setting powder because, again, you're in front of those very hot cameras and it can get really, really hot. So you have to stay as matte as you possibly can. So we're definitely going for a matte look. So for my first setting powder, I am going to go with my Huda Beauty Loose Setting Powder. Shade is Kanufa. So I'm going with that today. Again, we're not going overboard with our makeup today. So I'm going to go in with that. And again, not doing very much. I'm just going to go under the eye. And on the forehead. A little here. That's it. I'm not going no further than that. Because again, we're not doing a reverse contour. We're not contouring. But we want to stay as matte as we possibly can. And you want to use a setting powder that is going to give you like that airbrush kind of feel to it. And for me, this Huda Beauty is one of those that does do that for me. So I'm going to take the brush. I'm going to sweep it off. I don't bake long. No more than 60 seconds. Again, very airbrushed. We're keeping it super simple. No brightening of anything. We're keeping it simple. All right, for the second setting powder, I am going to go in with my McGrath Loose Setting Powder in Medium Deep. So I'm going in with McGrath today. I know, I'm using a lot of McGrath. I know, I'm using a lot of McGrath. So I'm just going to do a light dusting of the powder. Very light dusting. We're going very light, just in these areas. We're keeping it simple. Because she stays very, very matte while she's on television. And it's not a whole bunch of makeup. Now, a few things I'm used to putting on, I'm not actually going to put it on today. Let's see, we're still keeping it like it's no makeup. All right, next I am going to bronze. So I am going to bronze today. That's really as far as I'm going to go is bronzing. So for bronzing, I'm going to go with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in Coco Naughty. So I am going to bronze up, but very slight bronzing, not a lot of bronzing. So really we're just going to take it. Again, the goal is to stay as matte as we possibly can and really make it look as though this is really like a no makeup look. Because if you pay attention to Cinder Harris, she's really not it's not a lot of makeup that she wears. Not a lot. There we go. So we're going under her eyes, taking it here. We're not, again, not contouring. All right, we're going to skip blush. We're going to skip highlighter. She doesn't wear highlighter or blush. And if she does wear blush, I remember when she accepted the vice presidential nomination, she wore a light wash of blush. But for the most part, I really don't see her wearing a lot of blush. But from time to time, I do notice a little eyeshadow. So we're going to skip over blush and highlighter. We're going straight to the eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow today, I am going to go with my Juvia's Place Warriors palette. We're going to go in with Juvia's Place. We're doing one color, because it looks like she's a one color type of person. So we're going to go in with just one color. And I think this palette is a great palette to use for that one neutral shade. Or she may use bronzer. Bronzer is also a good way to put to use it as an eyeshadow. We're only going to go with one color. We're going to go with this brown shade right here. We're going to put it all over our eye, the crease area and the lid. We're only going to use the brown shade today. That is it. It does look like she wears eyeshadow, but it's a one color and it's neutral. She's not overboard. She's not cutting the crease. She's not doing a halo eye. She's doing one color. So that's how we're going to keep it. So I start in my crease and I just bring it on down to my lid. That's all we're doing today. We're keeping it extra simple today. We're keeping it extremely simple. We're not going overboard. And actually, I'm almost done now. Again, starting in the crease area. And we're just going to bring it down to the lid. Here we go. That's as far as we're going to go with our makeup today. We're not with our eyes today. We're not going super overboard. We're really, really not. We're keeping it simple. Again, no halo eye, no cut creases. We're not wearing a whole bunch of shadow on our eyes. We're keeping it simple. Because she keeps it very, very simple. Okay, that's all we're doing today. That's it. That is it. Next, we're gonna set our face. So we're gonna set our face with the Morphe setting spray. Again, we're trying to stay as matte as we possibly can. So we're gonna let that sit. Next is mascara. She don't wear no false lashes, y'all. So it does not look like she wears any false lashes. So leave them false lashes alone, okay? So we're going to go with the Fenty Beauty Mascara. So we're going with Fenty today. Again, very simple look. We're not going overboard with our makeup. Y'all, my daughter is loud. I done told her. Here we go. All right, last but not least, lip. She looks like she wears lipstick and it's a neutral shade. Again, she wore a slight wash of color the night she accepted the vice presidential nomination. So she did go in with a little wash of color, but for the most part, she's keeping it very, very neutral. So we're gonna go in with Mented lipstick in the shade Brand Nude. I'm going with a very nude lipstick, and this is one of my favorite lipsticks. All right, there we go. We're done with this look. That's it. So here we go. Final look. A very simple, no makeup look inspired by Senator Kamala Harris. So here it is. Final look. You don't have to go overboard. This is a very simple, neutral look. So here we go. And final look. And hopefully 40 plus club approved. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.